everybody, welcome to week 3. We are learning all about plants. I have plants and gardens, and I have my Mickey shirt on, and he is in a garden. He's got his turnips and he's growing things, so we're going to see what happens in our story today, and we're going to learn all about retelling. So before we do that, there are some power words that are going to help us with our learning today. And our first one is hare. So we can kind of take a look at that picture and we can tell that a hare is another word for a bunny. So I'm going to kind of put him down low there. And that's also going to be one of our characters. Clever is like, oh, I have an idea. Like very clever, smart. You all are very clever. So using those ideas. Harvest, if we take a look at the picture, what is she doing? Yeah, she's picking all those vegetables from her garden. So when it's time to harvest, she is ready to pick those vegetables or fruits, and they are ready to be picked. The next one is risky. So if we look at her, she's doing something that could be dangerous. So risky is something could be dangerous. So she's hanging up high, and then scowl. One of our characters is going to have a scowl face on. So can you show me your scowl face? He's very mad and upset. Very mad. So those are our power words. Those are going to get through our story today. We're going to hear them and see them. And what you're going to see on Seesaw is this Retell It's paper. So you're going to be drawing right on it. You can type or write using the writing tool, or you can type however it's easiest for you. And what we're going to be doing today is retelling how Hare grew those vegetables. So we're going to see that repeated about 4 times in our story of how he did it. So after the second or third one, I'll kind of explain like, hey, this is what you should be listening for your sheet. So here's our story. It is called Tops and Bottoms. And because of the story, it's called Tops and Bottoms. It doesn't open like this. It opens like this. We see tops and bottoms. So it's going to be those tops and bottoms of our vegetables today. So here's tops and bottoms. Our characters, we're going to have Hare and Bear and Hare's family. So here's Bear. Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son. But all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Not far down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was clever, had those ideas, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off the debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. The children are so hungry, Father Hare. We must think of something, Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. So there's Bear and Hare, the family. The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. Hello, Bear. Wake up. It's your neighbor, Hare, and I have an idea. Bear opened one eye and grunted. Ugh. We can be business partners, Hare said. All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profits right down the middle. Yes, sir, Bear, we're in this together. I'll work and you sleep. Huh? Said Bear. So what'll it be, Bear? Asked Hare. The top half or the bottom half? It's up to you. Tops or bottoms? Let's see, Bear said with a yawn. I'll take the top half. Hare, right, tops. Hare smiled. It's a done deal, Bear. There he is, sleeping. So, Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. He planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everybody weeded. There's Bear. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time to harvest, Hare called, Wake up, Bear! You get the tops and I get the bottoms. Harvest was step number 4. Here it goes. Does he look like he's going to have some good crops with the tops? Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off the tops, tossed them in a pile for Bear, and put the bottoms aside for himself. Look at Bear. Bear stared at his pile. But Hare, all the best parts are in your half. You chose the tops, Bear, Hare said again. Now, Hare, you tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season I want the bottoms. Hare agreed. It's a done deal, Bear. So Bear went back to work, and Hare and his family went to work. Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded. So there's where you can use your sheets, so retelling it. So first, Hare planted, then they watered, that's next, then they weeded, and then finally, last, we're going to see what happens. Bear's sleeping. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time to harvest, there's last, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! You get the bottoms and I get the tops." Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put the tops in his own pile. Looks like he got all the roots this time. Bear looked at his pile and scowled. "Hare, you cheated me again." "But Bear," Hare said, "you wanted the bottoms this time." Bear growled. "You plant this field again, Hare. You've tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both tops and bottoms." "You're right, poor old Bear," sighed Hare. "It's only fair that you get the tops and the bottoms this time. It's a done deal, Bear." So he's sleeping again. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded, and then watered and weeded some more. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time to harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! This time you get the tops and the bottoms." Do you think he's going to get the whole crop? Think Hare is sneaky? He's got clever ideas. He's sneaky. He can get into trouble. There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tugged off the roots at the bottom and the tassels at the top, and put them in a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corn in the middle and placed them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. "See, Bear, you get the tops and I get the bottoms. You get the tops and the bottoms. I get the middles. I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear. It's a done deal." You got the middles. By now, Bear was wide awake. Look at him. How's he feeling? "That's it, Hare," he hollered. "From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops, bottoms, and the middles." Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road towards home. So there's Bear. Now he's working. Bear never again slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profit from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again. I think that was a good lesson for them to learn. All right, so then here's your retelling it. Retell how Hare planted those crops. All right, so have a great afternoon or great morning, and you all enjoy. See you next time.